first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Walls. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Walls. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Bonds. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down. Bonds. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the 1st quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Dancing away at the 35. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. The Panthers coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down now. Walls. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Open man is Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes it the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Throwing on first down. Bonds. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Bonds. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Tyler Boyd, he's got a first quarter touchdown grab there. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Lawrence. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Walls. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They're on their toes, and they're getting at them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Lawrence. And this will be caught at the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. Mr. Moreau, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Flyers are able to cut into that deficit.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bonds firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Back to throw again. Now he's got it. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Lawrence on third down.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Escaping, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bonds.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bonds. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Back to throw. Bonds. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Bonds. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lawrence.
And going deep for Hill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get things started with a good NFC matchup up in Lambeau. Green Bay hosting Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first two quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Lawrence will throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the play fake. Bonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On 2nd down, Walls. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Ingram again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On third down, Bonds under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. On first down, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Lawrence going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
From midfield now, Lawrence
finding Bourne here over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down,
Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10,
Lawrence.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Again, it's Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw again. Caught right side, Davis. Back to throw again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. On 2nd down now, it's Baker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Bonds giving the football to Davis on an out route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Baker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bonds flush to his right.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Part of partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Bonds.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Bonds. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Bourne.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now a dump off here complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
So a win here for the Panthers. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for Carolina, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as